you want to raise this chicken and make money out of them, here is my advice. You have to learn to keep the records of your farm, especially when these chickens have started to lay. When they start to lay, you have to record the eggs that they lay every single day. It helps you to improve whether they're improving on their production, to notice whether they're improving on their production or they're stuck in just one place. They've laid halfway and they've failed to improve on their production. Say now you notice that it is time maybe to give them some vitamins. Whether they are sick, you bring the medicine and you start to treat the chicken. So for me, what I do, I record every single egg that is laid in the chicken, whether they are old or they're new in the system. Also, you need to note down the feeds your chicken consume. Every time you mix up the feeds, you know the expenses of the feeds, what you're going to get out of the eggs, and calculate your profits. So it helps you every time you note down everything, it helps you to understand whether you're on a good track or you just stuck in one place. So record keeping is very key. I made a mistake while constructing the second chicken house, and I don't want you to mess up like I did. I used the poles that were not dry and it made the chicken house crack. I used bricks when these chicken houses, all the chicken houses that I have are constructed using bricks, but to separate the upper floor from the lower floor, always I use poles and the wood cuttings. The poles that were used to separate the upper floor from the lower floor were not dry, so it made this chicken house, the upper floor, to move. After like 2 months, it started to move and it got the cracks. You can see the pole, this pole here moved down because I used the poles that were not dry. After drying up, they started to contract, so it made the chicken house start to move, which created cracks in the chicken house. You can see it is almost on the lower floor, but it has to be up there. Even the poles started to crack, you can see. So to someone who wants to construct a chicken house, whether you're going to use poles only or you're going to use bricks, because we need poles, if you're going to construct a 2-floor chicken houses or just one chicken house but has 2 floors, please try to use the poles that are dry enough. You might be having a forest near you and you would like to buy the poles from there. It is okay, but make sure that you keep them until they are dry enough to be used on your chicken house, unless when you're going to just construct the lower floor only. It affected me and I had to do repairs on the chicken house. Sometimes you might find the chicken house has fell down and you make a loss. So I just wanted to pass out that information, that use dry poles. Use the cheapest things, because these chicken houses, you cannot recover their money. But also be so keen in everything that you're using. I'm using bricks, and I make sure that the bricks that I use are laid at home, this home here, and they have to be bigger in size. They're always big, so I always spend less money on the sand and cement, because the bricks are always bigger in size. The years I've spent in poultry farming, this is really important. Security. You have to improvise security on your farm. You have to fence if you have the money to fence the farm, but also you have to get some dogs to keep your farm, because they alert us every time, during the day, even at night. If you step on just a at dry grass, the dog always respond. But if you're going to employ just a security guard, it's better to add on some dogs, because if they alert the security guard, he or she will be helped to make the security tighten. Make sure that security, you improvise some dogs at home, on the farm. Whether you live on the farm or not, you need security for your birds to be safe, because in most cases, if they steal the birds, the chickens, you find that you lose almost everything as if they died. And it is not easy to start afresh. I love you so much. Let's meet in the next one.